My name is Julian, and today I will be having a nice little conversation with this wonderful guest, this pretty baby blue eyes. Is here with Julian and Kirk.
Am I supposed to say hi?
Alright, so I'd like to ask you a few questions about Godzilla. Yeah. So, Mr. Julian, what was your first movie? What was your first Godzilla movie?
My first Godzilla film would have to be Godzilla 2014, like the actual
First
American one.
Alright.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair enough. Pretty good movie. It's the first movie I actually get into the horror aspects on this side of the globe. Alright, well, now I ask you this. What was your favorite Godzilla film?
-1, no diff.
Alright.
Actually, repeat that question. I cut you off.
No, that's fine. You're the guest here.
Great story, good action for its budget, and the music. Holy, the music!
I agree there, especially in Suite 3. Alright. What's your favorite Godzilla design?
Final Wars.
Any specifics on why that's your favorite design?
He's like slim, but he's still like chunky at the same time. And then his face kind of looks like a cat, but it's still like a cool face. Also, his like they did his dorsal fins well.
Okay. Do you have any Godzilla antagonists that you favor?
Kiryu Mechagodzilla, the first Mechagodzilla, Mechagodzilla 2, not Super Mechagodzilla, and not Godzilla vs. Kong Mechagodzilla, Gigan, Final Wars Gigan, Hedorah, Orga, King Ghidorah, a lot of Auras. Oh my god, Aura? I think that's it.
Okay. Honestly, not all bad choices, especially with the Mechagodzilla. Very iconic villain. Yeah. Okay. Now, are there any other kaiju that are your favorite overall, rather than just an antagonist from the Godzilla franchise that is not Godzilla?
Probably Anguirus, maybe Titanosaurus. King Caesar's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Mothra, duh.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, Titanus? I don't know, the big, like, mammoth one from the legendary films.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a very good one. Alright. I'll ask you this. Have you read any of the Godzilla comics? And if so, which ones? Even just dipping your toe in that water. You don't have to.
I have not. I've only seen, like, certain panels from, like, Godzilla in Hell.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I think there's some, like, tie-in legendary ones that I've watched. Or not watched, I've seen some panels from.
Alright. Why did you stick with watching the Godzilla franchise? Or just, what made you stay?
It was just -1. And I'm like, okay, this is a lot cooler than I thought it was. Because originally I'm like, oh yeah, it's Godzilla, big lizard guy. And then I kind of seen how much more it had after watching -1. Because like not even the American films were super like, I guess, I can't find the word. But they didn't bring me in as much as -1 did.
Okay, so now I see this question. What got you hooked on the Godzilla franchise overall?
I think it was watching like Final Wars not too long after watching -1. Like -1, I was already like, wow, this is the best Godzilla movie I've seen. And then I watched Final Wars. I'm like, okay, this is it.
Yeah, both -1 and Final Wars were very good, especially for Final Wars' time with the stuff they had there. Really good. Alright. Now, out of every Godzilla film that you've seen, do you prefer the newer ones or the older ones, and why?
Probably the older ones. Like the newer ones might have like better action and in -1's case better story, but the suitmation just has like something to it that gives it a lot more, like I guess meaning or value than the new ones do. Because you know with newer movies it's just giant CGI fights and whatever, but the techniques and ways they did it with the suitmation to make them fight or just whatever. It's just a lot better, in my opinion.
Alright. Honestly, I agree with you there. The only things that really have me hooked to the newer ones are, the better animation, the better CGI, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, like the only thing the newer films have over the old ones is the atomic breath.
Yeah, that's a fair one. Alright, so now I ask, on the topic of the newer ones, do you have a favorite, most recent one? And if so, do you have a ranking of most recent, spanning from, we'll say, 2014 up?
So, number 1, Crazy as a Baby, it's -1. Number 2 is probably 2014, because that Human Story is actually bearable to sit through. And then below that is King of the Monsters, just because of how many kaiju is in it. And then all of those fight scenes are great, especially anytime Ghidorah's on the screen. And then Godzilla vs. Kong. The action's good, but they don't do much with Godzilla. I see why they didn't, since he's doing his own thing. But it's mainly focused around Kong and all those other monkeys, and it just doesn't seem that original. But I guess seeing Mothra come back is cool, and the Human Story was just kind of it was pretty neat.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that with Godzilla x Kong. That was a very I needed more of Godzilla in that. And I really hope with whatever they come up with, it's more focused on him anyways. Now, I guess to kind of wrap this up, since we haven't really scratched the surface, and he's a very 50-50 in the community of Godzilla's opinions. What are your thoughts on Shin Godzilla?
Peak, everything he does, just the idea of it is cool, a rapidly evolving Godzilla, and just the further plans they had for it that they couldn't do. It's really cool, him becoming an angel at some point.
Yeah.
That's something I have never seen in any other film.
Yeah, when I saw the concept art for what would have happened if they didn't, freeze him when they did, it shocked me, the fact that they're willing to go that far.
Yeah.
And it just makes me wonder, because of what they said in the movie, is that he kind of evolves against, whatever threatens him at the end of the movie, because the humans were threatening him. You can see that he, was pretty much becoming human, more of I want to say, hypothesize a more intelligent threat to kind of combat the humans, and it just makes me wonder what happens after that requires him to have to evolve that far. Out of maybe, we'll say, any fan creations that you may have seen, do you have any favorites Godzilla related?
Is it GMK? I think the channel's called GMK, but they make you can look up a video. It's Godzilla versus Gigan Rex, and those. Yeah, those. That creator makes really good Godzilla 3D short films, I guess.
I can agree with you there. Alright, well, thank you, Jolene. Appreciate having you here. Appreciate you taking your time to come and talk about Godzilla.
Thank you. I love Godzilla.
Me too.